Wait a minute, what's going on? That's not it, right? Okay. Yes. Back again. Motown Philly's back again. Coffee break with Jay and is back again. What a little coffee break swing. Coffee break with Jay and it is caffeines. You know who you are, caffeines. You know who you. Oh shit! That's I'm in the wrong banner system. No, mistakes were made. Caffeines. You know who you are, caffeines. Friends of regulars, not decaf of coffee break with JN. Going off, not too hard, pause, not too soft. Well, hello, guys. Welcome back to your favorite finely feathered video scope programming brought to you by the one, the only, unmatched in this universe, the only one in this timeline. Your good friend Jamar Nicholas. Well, hello, Tom Zoller. That's right. You see the shine. You see it glowing. Yes. Yes. Guys, welcome back to Coffee Break. Let's get started. Why don't we? Why shan't we? Why can't we? Let me clear my screen. If you have not at this point in your life checked out, I'm not, I'm not good at this. You see that QR code? You see that John over there? If you boop that with your phone, that's what I call it. That's booping. You boop that with your phone, you go directly to my Patreon, where you could sign up and get on the bus, Gus, and be part of the winning team. Some people say, "Oh, you know what? I never win anything." Join my Patreon. You will win not like cash prizes, but you'll win community. You'll win kinship. You'll win just being a couple of hairs breadths closer to Philadelphia's favorite son, Jamar Nicholas. Isn't that worth the price of admission right there? I think so. One would think so. So yeah, let me get this coffee mug out of here, and we will get started. I want to start off by saying a strong whoa to group, guys. You know what this is. Welcome back to group. You know what group is? Every other Thursday, every fortnightly Thursday, Jamar and the caffeines come back to you. We invade the rec center. You get here early. You know how it is. You park out front. If you get here early enough, you get to park in front of the, say it with me, the parking spot with the busted parking meter with the paper bag over it. You should go there because you know what? The validation lady, she leaves at 6, and it's 9. She's gone. You want to do that. You want to take care of that early. Bill O'Donnell says, and get all the Johns, the Monday morning constitutionals, the Bodega Voltron. Yes, over yonder on my Patreon. As we all know that besides hanging out with me, your favorite internet hairbrusher, JN, over at the Patreon, I have more programming. If you can't get enough of that funky stuff, there's more where that came from. So Dollar Bill knows what he's talking about. He knows ball, as the kids say. So let's do some hellos. The first person I saw that crossed the threshold tonight was Get the Money, Dollar Bill, y'all. Bill O'Donnell in the house. What's up, Bill? Good to see you, my man. We come from the land down under. Sean Chai, good to see you. Sean Chai, I apologize for Scott Kurtz's rough Australian thing he was doing last night. I didn't know. I didn't know what to tell him, so I just let it happen. But thanks for coming back around. So every time Sean Chai shows up, I know we have another day on this marble because in Australia it is tomorrow. So we're going to be okay at least till then. I see D Fish. Hello, D Fish. Hello, D Fish. There was a lot of D talk last night on Pencil to Pencil. I had to separate the D's, pause. To throw some D's on it. Scott was talking about hanging out with you, D Fish, at CXC, Columbus Cartooning Crossroad. I can What is that thing? Cartoonist? They're never going to invite me now. Cartoonist Columbus Crossroad. And I was like, which D are you talking about? Pause. You talking about Super D Parson? You talking about D Fish? Which you gotta make sure you get your D's in order. Hello, D Fish. Good to see you. We said hello to Bill. We said hello to my man, America. This is you, Tom Zoller. Hello, Tom Zoller. How are you, sir? Tom Zoller was looking mighty fine as only we can look at the Rubens Award and Conference a couple of weekends ago already. Where's the time going? I think anytime we can get to bear witness with the snappy Tom Zoller in a tuxedo, I hate to say this, and I hate when people say this. When we show our pictures and we got on, we got it on, as the kids say. People say, "Oh, you clean up well." I take offense to that because I always look good, real rap, 10 toes. I will fight you in the street if you say, "Oh, Jamar, he don't be doing the thing." I do the thing every time I leave the house. You know what I mean? So put respect on that. So I know they mean well, or people say like, "Ooh, dapper." I think we're going to talk about this tonight. How far we have fallen as a society that people can't put nice clothes on, or if you do, I'm about to go on a rail. Somebody remind me you're talking about clothes because I'm going back to something. Yo, George Gant, read Beware Toddler, that pumpkin spice, put that, on there. Good to see you, my man. Let's see who. That's right. Ball is life. Tell him, Bill. Pause. Yo, I see Paul Pate. What up, Paul Pate? Paul Pate. You smell that? I smell something in the air. It's an electricity that turns on and then turns off. It turns on again. It's, pray tell, electric football season. Shout out to all my Gen Xers out there who know what it's about. Lining up your little dudes on a tin plate and making them jaws vibrate. Pause, giant pause. An afternoon of fun is electric football, and our own Paul Pate is the resident electric football aficionado. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Juan Albaran, check it in from Japan. Juan, if I have this right, it's almost like Australia. It's tomorrow. It's 13 hours from the East Coast here in the States. So, Ohio guys. Yeah, I lost all my Japanese. I actually used to know a little Japanese. I consider myself a little bit of a bad Japanese speaker. Ohio gozaimasu. Oh, right. Good to see you, bro. Tell me about what you're working on next. Yo, I don't have my red card. You know who it is. Ronaldo. Yeah. Go. Oh, hold on. I have a red card. This isn't really a card. It's more of like a blotter. What's up, my man? Good to see you, bro. There's a whole lot of superstars showing up here. Thank you. I'm gonna have to paste that to my forehead. Cartoonist crosswords cartoonist crosswords. They're never inviting me now, and I'm not playing with y'all. I ain't playing in y'all face. I just legit cannot put those three words together. Juan says it's also tomorrow in Japan. One thing I can tell you about the future is that it's still very hot. No, not kayfabe. This is CXC, which is a really cool comic convention and conference in Columbus. And CXC was one of the sponsors for the Cartoonist Showcase that we did in concert with the Billy Ireland Museum and the National Cartoonist Society. So that's that whole, and also Scholastic. So that whole event where me and Dave Pilkey Marita Telgemeier and Jim Benton and Maria Scrivan were all on stage doing the thing. That was all in concert with that. Sean Shai says, nah, I've watched Scott's streams in the past and experienced his love for the Land of Oz before. I love it. I love it. I love it. I like that. There can be only one. I see what you did there. Oh, see, you saw it. You're the first person. I wear this. Well, this is, as we may have to talk about. We might have to do a ones and twos tonight. I have a lot of t-shirts. Like I have like a silly amount of t-shirts, and maybe to a detriment. I don't know. I try to like rotate them, especially because I get photographed. Because I gotta be camera ready. I mean, I can't run my shit too much, right? So I gotta be strategic about how I wear my garments. But you guys kind of caught me on an off night. I was kind of bumming around the studio today, and I was just like, should I? What am I going to put? What kind of drip should I put on for coffee break? And I'm like, I'm comfortable. So this is my Boris Batinoff shirt. Shout out to Moose and Squirrel. Rocky, you know what? Rocky and Bullwinkle is so in the past. Is there any type of like Gen Z millennial connection to any of that stuff? Any of those Jay Ward cartoons? Probably not. Like Bullwinkle ain't had a movie. Didn't they do like a live action or like a CG Bullwinkle movie a little while ago? Oh, Mr. Peabody and Sherman. That might be the closest thing you guys have to Rocket, Jay Squirrel, and Bullwinkle. Jay Moose? What's his middle name? But yeah, thank you. I don't wear this shirt a lot because I think, especially if people don't get it. I think people don't get it, and I don't want people going, "Yo, what's up with your racist shirt?" Like, it's not It's not well. You know where I'm coming from. What's causing all this? Woo! That's right. Let's see who else is in here. Paul Pate. I don't know where this came from. Paul Pate says, "I haven't worn pants in years." I hope you're joking, my friend. I gotta be honest. I bristle when people say things like that. I guess I'm trying. In my old age, I'm trying to like give people more grace. I'm not a hothead, you guys know this, but like sometimes it's just like people say stuff, and I'm just like, you could have kept that to yourself. But we put the caffeines, anybody that's involved with the JNN Jamar Nicholas Network, you know we contain multitudes, right? And when we're out in the world that we're representing, people get caught short. They don't know how to react to the light that we throw off, right? So put me and Tom Zoller in tuxedos. They're like, oh, you guys look nice. Yeah, is there a job interview? I'm like, no, this is what we do. I told you guys a million years ago, if you were my socials, I said this legit like 5 years ago. I said, when I put stuff out on the internet, on my Facebook or whatever, I don't want to see any more wow emojis. No more. Like, don't be surprised because this is what we do. This is what we swim in, right? I'm not being cocky. I'm just saying, like, I already go by the motto, nothing is impossible, right? Don't be surprised. Sure. I love it. Let me get out of my head. Pause. Sean Shai says, I've never liked thank you. I've never liked the clean up well expression, but I love style and always want to compliment people on their style when it stands out to me. And that's okay. But they always seem uncomfortable when I try. Not sure if it's a lack in society or I'm just creepy. I don't think you're creepy. But to that, right? And there's so many kind of like parts that you got to add to that, right? People aren't, well, especially like I love anthropology. I sit not the store. I say this all the time. I think in another life I would have been an anthropologist. I love studying the humans, you know, the migration patterns and why, people act the way they act or do what they do. And I'm also very fascinated by what young people are going through. I'm fortunate enough to say that I kind of got out of the dating pool before there were cell phones. So God bless all of y'all who's trying to find find your person on the internet. But I come from the era of catcalling. I come from the era you holler at somebody. We go to the gallery mall to holler at some Johns. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I come from. And I'm not saying any of this is right or wrong, but there was kind of like a level of this is kind of this is where we are. So you could walk. I don't know how I got here, but you could walk down. Say you're with me, you're walking down Chestnut Street, and somebody leaves out the car. Go, yo, what's up, yellow pants? Yo, come here. And the yellow pants would turn around. You see what I'm saying? But now we're in an era, probably for the better, where people can't. You just can't say wild stuff to people, and that's great. But also, you can't say anything to anybody. And now I'm watching these things on the socials, like the reels and the shorts and all that, where people are getting frustrated because people don't approach them anymore. You know, it's a video of some woman in the front seat of her car in a parking lot going, "What's up with men? Like, are they like they don't even like approach you anymore? Like, what's the deal? Like, are they not even do they not even like girls? This is where we are, right?" But anyway, oh, so this I had to have said this to you before. You guys remember? You remember Exhibit in Pimp My Ride? Remember? I had to have told the story before. One of my favorite episodes of Pimp My Ride is, and the stuff was so staged, where like Exhibit would go up to some dude's porch and like knock on the door, and the guy always answers the door, like, and there happens to be a cameraman inside the door to while he opens the door, and you see Exhibit on the other side of the door. Yo, Exhibit! Ah, they tap it up. So he's hanging out with this like young Casanova type, right? Some young Fresh Prince. I'm sure you guys all know, or maybe not. There's always kind of like that one kid, like the pretty boy, right? Some dude's always like, yeah, I mean, lick the eyebrow, I'm saying, those cats. So he's hanging out with this dude, and he's got this bucket. He's got this rust bucket car. And Exhibit's like, all right, man. So, like, what are you trying to get into? He's like, yo, man, yo, X, I'm trying to holler at the ladies, you know what I mean? And Exhibit was like, all right, we'll take you to my dudes at West Coast Customs. And the little dude from West Coast Customs like, yeah, Exhibit, we're gonna hook him up. It was such a infomercial. So anyway, the episode goes on. So Exhibit finally takes this guy over to see his new car. And I swear his car was like the Bluesmobile for the Blues Brothers. There was like a giant like megaphone on top of the car. Maybe I'm making that up. Maybe there were speakers. I can't remember, but my cartoonist brain wants to think there was a giant megaphone on top of it. And the West Coast Customs guys hands him like a like a loudspeaker like walkie-talkie joint. And the and the dude was like, "Yo, how's this work? Yo, shorty, what's going on?" And it like blared out of the speakers. And the kid was so excited. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna shout at all the honeys." And Exhibit turns to the camera and says, "Any girl that will respond to you doing that deserves you." It was like this like deadpan cricket moment, and the kid it went totally over his head. And, and that's what to grow on. So you get what you get, and we don't get upset. All right, hold on. I gotta go back in here. Yo, Heidi, I see you. Never too many t-shirts, and thank you guys for the t-shirts you gave me in Columbus. D-Fish says, it just occurred to me that Boris kind of looks like the Wario to the Hawaiian Punch guy. Yeah, I think the Hawaiian Punch guy. There might have been. Does anybody have any statistics on Punchy, the Hawaiian Punch mascot? All right, I'm all over the place. All right, Tom Zoller says we always look. See, we always look like Tom Zoller is always at a con wearing a blazer, right? He might not have something in the pocket. That's my deal. I always got a little something in the pocket. We always look nice. These people's earthly brains just can't contain. See, they should look at us through pinhole cameras every day. Like, what is the eclipse? They give you those paper glasses with the foil. I would just we're gonna just hand those out to a crowd and then say JN and Tom Zoller coming through. Oh, my mistake. You gotta prepare. Yo, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I love it. George Gant says, I hate wow emojis on my art. Thank you, George Gant. See, we're getting to it. It's like, I can't believe you could draw something. You see what I'm saying? And again, I get it. I think they don't know what else to do. Right? It's like they don't know what like they're mm, just like try harder. You know what I'm saying? So getting back to dating, TZ says the dating pool is part of why I try to look nice. You never know when Anna Kendrick might be lost and looking to make a bad life decision. Hey, I told you when I was at the National Book Festival a couple of years ago. You saw it in the slides. Who did I just ran into Linda Carter? Hey, Linda Carter, let's take a flick. Oh, of course. Always camera ready, friends. If you don't learn anything tonight, you learn by the examples of America's Tom Zoller and your boy JN. We're trying to give you game. Bill says, many moons ago, I went to an all boys Catholic high school. I knew how to tie a tie, iron a shirt, and dress proper starting freshman year. Yes, sir. You didn't have a clip on tie? You tied a real tie? Paul Pete says, psst, I'd be dangerous out there. Be glad I ain't on the prowl anymore. Wow. Yeah, I didn't watch this show too much. Yo, let's get a sipper. I call Shogun. Yo, dog. I heard you like comics, so I'll put comics in your car so you can read comics when you drive. Yo, you just broke down the whole mechanisms of Pimp My Ride. Yo, dog. I heard you like zebras. You can just add whatever. Yo, dog. I heard you like coyotes. So I'll set your car up like a coyote habitat. This is a endangered area, protection area. Got WWF permits. You're straight. Ronaldo says, didn't he put a barbecue grill in with this? That is not up to OSHA standards. I don't know how we got here. Hold on, Bill says there was one where they actually put a hot tub in the back. It was not legal. No, I remember that. 10-4, good buddy. Can I holler at you? Ronaldo says, oh, speaking about wow emojis. How about when people come up, did you draw this? I know that I have a couple of buddies like the Marianos, the Leaping Mariano brothers, can't stand that one. Did you draw this? I just want to say, no, just put it out there for you to look at. Heidi says the dating pool has pee in it. I believe you. Yo, Eternity Forever is in the building. Shout out to Eternity. Yo, dog, I heard you like coyotes. I put 3 live coyotes in your car. Yo, West Coast Customs, good looking out. Hold on, Shawn. I see what you're saying here, but let's do a sipper because I promised. I promised. Yo, sip of coffee to I call Shogun, representing the P and Dubs. Shout out to we're so Gen X. Shout out to the P1, my Marine boy, uh, Ocean Patrol mug. I love Marino. It's there's I have no qualms about that old show. Shonchai says, "I'm having a breakdown here. I'm sorry, Shonchai. I always put wow emojis on people's art, not because I think they can't, but because I know after more than 10 years of trying that I never could. Hmm. And I know the amount of work that's going into it, and I think that's really cool. Have I been accidentally offending all the artists I like all this time? I don't want to give you a complex. And I think it's all nice, right? Now look at me like backtracking. I think it's nice. I'm excited that people even react to things you do on social media, meaning myself. That's why, on my Patreon, I just kind of like autopilot. I have a really active community chat. It's almost like a text chain where we kind of kick it off, but I don't get a lot of like hearts and likes, and people just receive it. But your heart's in the right place. Also, the care emoji kind of messes me up. Like I don't like what are we saying with the care emoji? Like, hey, look, I just did this Doctor Doom piece, and there's like oh, like I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. Bill speaking about his Catholic school drip. The clip-on tie was something dudes there would seriously bust on you. Oh wow, I like your Catholic school. They're like, yo, man, we stunting on them in the hallway. You can't have no clip-on. Did they like? Did they like pull on pause? Did they pull on your tie to see if it was a clip-on? That would be like a hallway prank. Yeah, that's it. He gave him a big Mr. Microphone. It was such a great moment. It was such an unk moment, right? And also shout out to unks out there. Not what they're trying to tell you unk means. Now think somebody's trying to say unk means you're not cool. Unk is a honorific. Is you're old enough to bust knowledge and you're not an OG yet. D says, so you need the hot tub at the rear of the car with the barbecue so that if the car lights on fire, you can slam the brakes and put it out. Always thinking, yo, dog, I heard you like honey. I put a couple live beehives in your car. Ah! And everybody's like, ah, yo, dog, I heard you like bees. Yo, dog, I heard you like African wasps. Oh no. Shogun says everybody in the P and Dubs is illin and working too hard, so I'm probably going to be it tonight. Yo, you are more than enough, Shogun. It's all right, George. Bill says folks come at the Adriana's table and start talking to me and ask me to sign her books. What are we even doing? Shogun's got some game. I mean, in the land of I wish AI stood for Allen Iverson. That's the only AI I represent. Did you draw this? Is going to become a more and more valid question. And as the long-term convention minion, I've often had to be the one to say, no, the artist has just stepped away and we'll be back soon. Heidi says, for me, the care emoji is a sympathetic emoji. I find it weird when used in other ways. Yes. Not the not the bees. Shogun is retired, the shirt and tie, the shirt sleeves, as we say. I used to wear ties and button down shirts and stuff, t shirts for life. T-shirts for life. T shirt order. Sean says, well, I learned from the millennials in my last job that apparently the different generations have entirely different emoji languages. Apparently, anytime I thumbs up something that's really offensive to the youngins, we can never win. I've heard that. So like a thumbs up is kind of like, yeah, whatever. Like cool. I could like that's like an ironic thumbs up. Yo, dog, you allergic to bees? Then I filled the airbag with EpiPens. Slamming him in his thigh. Ah, this was the worst idea ever. Speaking of Pimp My Ride, and I've been thrifting lately, and I go into the Divida section. I got some, I actually got some jewels, but I've seen the Pimp My Ride DVD in there. I might have to get that now. There was an episode where it was a Honda Civic with a full cotton candy machine in the trunk. You gotta really like cotton candy. Yo, shorty, I mean, you like cotton candy? You like blue or pink? Uh, he cute, but I gotta go to the dentist. Tom Zoller says, honestly, though, I figure a lot of people just don't have the language. Those are cool doodles. There's good behind it. Right. And that's what I'm kind of saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not trying to yuck yums, but it's just like the you clean up thing, just kind of like, "Then how do you think I look normally?" I get real hot about that stuff. So you talking about you talking about the jet flying, limousine riding. I'm not going to do it. I love that Nature Boy Ric Flair has been just embraced by young urban culture. And I think this is funny because, Ric Flair has been around forever. You guys know I'm a giant wrestling nerd. And Ric Flair's always been the man. You watch his promos, he's always saying some hot shit. And, the, you know, even my uncle, when I used to watch Saturday morning pro wrestling, and my uncle would come and sit down, and I would just like, don't touch the channel. I'm watching this. And he was like, yo, I like Ric Flair. He be talking a lot of shit. That's what he means to the black folks. Yo, he know how to talk that game. And I love that I saw some montage of like a bunch of athletes, like they're in the locker room getting ready for the game, and they're like doing Ric Flair quotes. They're like, kiss, stealing, wheeling, dealing. They do the whole thing, and they was like, let me get two claps of Ric Flair. Woo! And they run out there. I was like, yeah, that's pretty dope. Shout out to Migos, because I think Migos are the guys that kind of like modernize Ric Flair with the drip. And it's like, if we just try to be like Ric Flair, y'all, ain't nothing. Did I miss anything? Oh, speaking of electric football, Paul Pate says this one dude I know used to separate the seeds from his pot. Use that seems like real involved. That's so funny. Yo, Tio Michael, shout out to the bro. What up? Good to see you, man. Hola. Speaking of Rocky and Bullwinkle, because that's also going through the chat. There are Rocky and Bullwinkle games on both the NES and the Xbox 360. Newsflash, George, the Xbox 360 is like 30 years old now. It's like 20 something years. How old is the Xbox 360? It's like 20 years old now, right? That's crazy. Oh, so anyway, I was talking about t-shirts, and I was saying that I have been I have purged shirts. Um and let's talk about t-shirts. This is interesting because there's been a couple of times I was in the dry cleaner, and I've dry on there's some people in this chat who are like dry cleaners. I don't even own anything that I would need to take to the dry cleaners. I have things that I had to take to the dry cleaners. When I had my 9 to 5 job, I had nice stuff that I had to get dry cleaned. Um, and I still have nice things that I need to get dry cleaned, but it's not as uh, frequent as it used to be. But every time this one dry cleaner I used to go to was like in like pretty much in the middle of the hood, and you saw a lot of the OGs would come in, and they would get stuff dry cleaned. I'm just like, all right, like they would get t-shirts dry cleaning. I'm showing my age. Like I remember some dude had like it might have been one of those the throwback. It was a throwback. It was real at the time. Like Bugs Bunny and Taz in the hip hop gear with the backwards baseball caps, and he was picking up his stuff and like he pulled it out, and I was just like, I mean, you want your stuff nice, but how do you guys take care and store your T-shirts? That is going to be our ones and twos of the night because I think all of y'all cartoonist types love T-shirts. So let's do our ones and twos for the night. The ones and twos for the night, and I'm going to start a poll. Pause. New poll. Give me 1 second. So, how do you care for your T-shirts? Option one is hangers. Two is dresser drawers, drawers, cabinets. And three is going to be stacked in piles. And what's four? How else would you take care of a shirt? Trash bag life. All right. So you're gonna see this populate on your screen. You see it up here. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up top. No, I'll put it right there. So if you guys can see, you have four options. How do you care for your T-shirts? One, hangers. Two, dresser drawers and cabinets. Three, stacked in piles. Or that could be a cubby, right? Like say you got like a IKEA calyx and you just have like your shirts like in there. And four, trash bag life. And what I mean by that is like you just put your stuff, just pull it out the wash, and then you dig for the next one. So let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Man. Yo. Xbox 360 was 2005. Yeah, George, you getting old, buddy. That's right. Two claps of the Ric Flair. Oh my goodness. You know I love me some sports talk football. Oh, he didn't make it. First down. He went nowhere. Yep. That also means that the OG Xbox, aka the Halo edition, was 2002. Yeah, this stuff is old, y'all. You get out a whole ass child that would be grown now. When you when your girl was giving birth, you were at home on Xbox Live, like, yo, I got sniped. Where are you? Oh, yeah, I'll be right there. I just gotta finish this trench mission. Tom Zoller says too. I also take a lot of the T-shirts I design over the years and make them a quilt. Yes, I was going to talk about that. I have quilted several shirts. I'm kind of like done with the quilts. Hey, what up, Eric? Good to see you. One of my favorite editors of all time. E is a what is two? You know I do this all the time. What is two? One was hangers. Two was dresser drawers, right? Ronaldo says the dry cleaner is a mystery to me. Been the one, patron one, no idea what they do. That's gonna be my next thing I'm gonna talk about in a second. Like you need a suit. Oh, you hang up your okay. You hang up your nice T-shirts. So what makes a nice T-shirt? Is there like was it like? And we're not talking about jerseys, like sports jerseys or baseball jerseys. I don't know, like long sleeve T-shirts. Mr. Paul Pate is a cubby, right? So Heidi says way too many for any other option. So your cubby cabinet. What is three? No, stacked in piles. So like a stacked in piles is like maybe you have a bench in the corner of your bedroom that just has the clothes in it, folded, whatever, right? Nobody's copping the trash bags. Come on. Okay. Shogun says folded, not rolled it. I guess that would be the other thing. Like, do you? Well, we're getting deep into it, but like, how do you fold? There was a point where I got one of those like shirt folders, and that came from when I worked at Warner Brothers Studio Stores. Shout out to the Black Crew polo with the five pocket black Levi's with the black avias or whatever we had with our feet. That was so long ago. I didn't even have like I mean I had this, but I had like the Boston Fern dreads, and I would get a talking to because of my dreadlocks. They tried to fire me because of my hair. Shout out to the Crown Act. You can't fire me on for my ethnic hairstyle. Eat that, Warner Brothers. Yo, if you see the cops, Warner Brother. I had my joints like back in a headband. Not like a bandana, but like I had them pushed back. Sean Shai says, so first step is when you take them out of the washing machine, you got to flap them out, pop them. Then they dry nice and soft instead of all crunchy. Oh, wait, you got to flap them out the washing machine? Huh. All right, I'm listening. Oh, shout out to Tim Kitzrow. He's on fire. Ronaldo says, I have a dresser in each drawer is different color. Yo, I'm like you. So you have a whole dresser for your t-shirts. I do too. And I don't know how he's on fire. It is full again. Like I had to do another shirt purge. And this is something yo, Suze is here. Suze, I'm glad you checked in. We gotta do a Suze pose. Suze, we're talking about t-shirts. How do you store your t-shirts? Um shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Ronaldo says red gray drawer one, blues drawer two, greens and blacks drawer. Wow, you're doing that. Shout out. Oh, how do you? Oh, do you like? Oh, I'll talk about how you fold your shirts. So at was I worked at Warner Brothers, and all I did was fold shirts, and I wasn't the best shirt folder. People in my life will tell you that is real. And there was one dude who was like Captain Shirt Folder, and he would come by with the little cart, and he would just take those like Tweety Bird tees, and they had this sort of like the Macarena contraption, and he would and he could like knock these shirts out mad quick. I'm just like, I'm gonna go over there. Tio Michael stores his shirts, tank tops rolled military style, 6 inches wide. Wow. Shantai says, I was raised keeping my tees neatly folded in dresser drawers. Then I discovered the joy of hanging my amazing collection and being able to browse through and admire them. That's a lot of hangers, right? I'm just assuming everybody has a lot of t-shirts. But we're not talking about undershirts, right? So like your t-shirt or graphic tee is one thing, but then if maybe you have like solid color shirts, like Ronaldo, you keep them in a certain drawer so they're not mixed up. But oh, I was saying that, and some of you may notice, well, I bought some new ones. I got rid of all of my hip hop t-shirts because that was a one summer I just was trying to stack up hip hop graphic tees. So like almost every band I had or every group. Um, and I just got some extra ones because I'm going to make a hip hop quilt. So I got those all cut up and they're in a bag and I need to turn them in. I already paid for the quilt thing, which is going to be cool. But yeah, one for my football. You got to hang up. See, jerseys, you got to hang your jerseys up. Spare room bed, yes. You're a roller, rolling, 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 folded, stacked on a shelf. Potatoes. Bill says one is for the t-shirts with the wife's DC designs and various concert shirts. Okay, I can see that. Also, Trash Bag Life. That's a Mick Foley life choice. Yo, y'all know how it is. Yeah, nice. I just got another Run DMC. I cut up my Run DMC, but this is funny. I got another Run DMC shirt because I was gonna. I tried to get it for the Rubens because if you see the pictures, I got my Run DMC gear on because there was an '80s party. Shout out to Heidi, DJ Heidi, who DJ'd that after party, and the shirt showed up late, so I wore my one of my Detective Boogaloo shirts instead. Yo, Matt's in the building. Party people. D Fish says, so we have multiple portable clothes racks in our spare bedroom filled with t-shirts, and even more in a pile on everyone's bed. The more in a couple of stacks in the bed. So have you thought about purging? I know it's hard to say. Oh wow. Your mesh and net long sleeves that I wear underneath it there too, so I can easily what color options I have. Oddly enough, my work blouses tend to live in the laundry and never make it back to the wardrobe. Grammy, shout out to Grammy. Grammy made a quilt out of my son's little league jerseys. Yeah, that's nice, man. What number is folded up but at the foot of the bed? How dare you? Get rid of shirts. What? Hey, you know what? I've been on that life for a minute. Oh my god, we're running out of time. Guys, I had stuff I wanted to talk about. Look how we always fill the space, pause. It's what we do. So, because we got a nice house tonight, how do you guys feel about a Jamar Crate raffle? How's that sound? The last one I think I sent out to Matt Waringo. Shout out to Matt, who I think I made his dreams come true with that Jamar Crate. If you would like to monthly have a Jamar Crate, go to my Patreon. That's one of my tiers. Not Tears of a Clown, one of my Patreon tiers. Every month. And I've been telling Shogun, I've been doing well with this for a while. Every month you get a Jamar Crate filled with treasures for my studio. It's like, yo, real rap, you want that crate, y'all. That's that crate life for life. For life. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Get that crate. I love it. I have so much fun. And I started crate well for the patrons. El Ronaldo did that Stone Cold Steve Conley sticker. It's one of my favorite things. I just saw one today. I think I asked Ronaldo to send me some extra ones just so I can laugh at him. It's it's Stone Cold Steve Austin doing his like hell yeah like fist raise, but it's got Steve Conley's face. He's like, and instead of like Austin 316 on the vest, it says middle age. It's so good. Sometimes there's bucket hats. Yes. You know what? Sometimes you get bucket hats because I'm always looking for more bucket hats, and my head is so giant. Yo, shout out to the Big Head Club. Y'all know who you are. I might get a hat and just like, ugh. You wind up with a hat. You get a hat, and you get a hat. It is what it is, George Gant, and also because I know what you're into, I know what you like. I will curate the crate for you. So I know me and George, we know we have some similar interests. I would fill that crate with said items for you. D Fish got stickers, milestone cards, and a Joe. Come on, I'm putting Joes in there. There's Joes in there. Yep. All right. Is Sue still here? Sue's report to the dance floor. Let's shut down this poll. Pause. Let's see what the poll says. All right. It's a tie, y'all. It's a three-way tie. Hangers, Dresser drawers, cabinets, and stacked in piles all have 2 votes. There's like more than 6 of y'all in this chat, but that's what we got. So, Sue's report to don't tell Cobra. Sue's report to the dance floor. Only hats I got are the Rutgers R logo. I got some really cool hats. I've been getting, and this is kind of the thing. Like the Jamar crate is starting to morph, right? All right, Suze, I got you. Don't go anywhere. The Jamar crate is starting to morph because I acquire things, right? That's part of my charm. Besides me having a 16 charisma with a +3 modifier, I acquire things, and then sometimes I'll see something. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cop that. Right, Steve Conley? Cop it. Why don't you? Yo, I gotta cop. I gotta cop it. And well, and like I've been enjoying going to the thrift once in a while. I got some dividends. Hold on, I'm gonna show you these dividends I just got. And I don't get all of it because I shout out to physical media. Bald Travolta from Paris with Love. That's a dope movie. You know it is. I do, Bill O'Donnell. I contain multitudes. Nobody's copping to the trash bag life. I know some of y'all fronting. It's okay. The administrative facility enjoys many things I do. 310 to Yuma? Come on. And some of these joints is crispy. Like this one still has the Walmart tag on it, and it's got the like the pinky cut in the foil. Shout out to my boy Questlove, Kappa Stand Up, the Black Power mixtape. It's a old concert footage from the 60s and the 70s. Facsimile machine. Are you guys ready for this? One of my favorite movies of all time. You guys are going to bug out. And that's called Kicking Your Ass. I love this Charlie's Angels is so good. Shout out to Crispin Glover. Shout out to my man Sam Rockwell. I'm gonna watch this tonight and fall asleep in my chair. Tell him, Suze. Yeah, Yuma's great. What a great, that's so good. Yeah. We must go. All right, I've physical meet. Buzz, what up, Buzz? Good to see you, bro. Yo, Buzz, have you been lurking this whole time? Yo, and hold on. This is like, I'm not smelling it, but this is in Super Bit. I don't even know what that is. What is Super Bit? But it's got like, oh, you guys are gonna love this. It has disc 1, Super Bit. Also, there's a movie coupon in here. Hold on. Thank you. Oh, wait, there's 2 of them. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. Yo, you think I can redeem this? Thank you for purchasing this Charlie's Angels Deluxe Divida. As a gift, we would like to treat you to a free ticket to the movie. Simply detach the certificate and present it at any participating theater box office. Coming June 27th, 2003. Also, I said this, Drew Barrymore doing wire work in, oh, so good. Love Charlie's Angels. And the second one was whack, but, I'll let it go. What? Oh my God. Yo, don't ever pop in. You got to stay here, bro. That's fantastic. All your dreams come true. A coffee break. All right, Suze, time for this Suze post. Guys, I think we're dipping tonight. Get your pull your sweetie tight, pull her close, because we're about to dip. I'll make sure my assets are correct. All right. Are you ready? I put my hand upon your hip, then I dip, you dip, we dip. Shout out to Brad Tree. Thank you. Miss you, Brad. Oh, that was good. Pause. That was a good Super Bowl. I stopped breathing for a minute. Yo, I moved my head from the mic so I can breath. Make sure you keep breathing. So hold on. What do you guys say to the chat here? That is a wild fact, Buzz. Sue says Matt says Superbit is just some shiz. All right, you guys, I got it. We're gonna sell 4 more units of Charlie's Angels if we say Superbit. What is it? I don't know. Ronaldo says, I remembers those tickets, precious. I used one for Riddick when I bought Pitch Black. So glad I didn't pay for that movie. Oh man. Oh, they boosted the sound. They went like this. Thank you, Brad Tree. I love it. We might have to, maybe on my Patreon, we should do a watch party. And we'll watch Charlie's Angels. And that's called kicking your ass. Oh man, I love Charlie's Angels. So good. It's also, remember, this was also like really close post Matrix era, when everybody was doing bullet time, everybody was doing chow yun fat wire work. There were doves everywhere. Mick G was making movies where things were slow motion, then they were fast forward. Ronaldo says, my favorite was when they would try and sell dividends or Blu-ray and show the difference. If I'm not watching in the new resolution, it doesn't look it. But also, shout out to let me get this right. The sales that made the PlayStation 2 the highest purchased video game console of all time is because there was a DVD player in it. And that was a lot of people's first DVD player. Is that right? I think that's right. And I think the PS3 had Bluetooth. Not Bluetooth, you know what I mean, Blu-ray. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up, but I think we're going to do a raffle. You guys want to do a raffle? You guys want to do a raffle? Do you? All right, I got to find the site. StreamYard giveaway tool. So if you guys have never been, Buzz, hang around, you might win. If you guys have never been here for a live drawing of one of my Jamar crates, you are going to enjoy this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up the giveaway site, and there's going to be a code word, and the code word is hashtag Charlie's Angels. And guys, I don't know why I got to say this every time we do this. You have to type it exactly how I typed it. Hashtag all caps. Don't do case sensitive. Don't try to freak it or remix it. Just type what I put on the screen. And then the thing will start. Oh, hold on. Let me press the button. And then the thing will start tabulating, start collecting comments. All right. So get in there and start typing Charlie's Angels in the chat. Tell them, D. Yeah, they really stopped doing all that stuff in action movies, didn't they? I just saw this thing for all my gamers out there about like not even hidden gems, but like stuff that you need to revisit because it was really dope. Max Payne 3 on the PlayStation 3, 4, with the whole game was just bullet time. that stuff, but it was exciting. Things were exciting. Tell him, D, that is the main reason I got a PS2. Yep, George Gant, the resident video game dude. Yep, that's right. Shame the Dreamcast never had one. They had the GD-ROM. ROMs. Ronaldo says yes, but they also said you shouldn't use it all the time because it would burn the eye, the eye of Sauron. You are correct, sir. Yes. You're yes. Yes. Kobe for 3. Yes. From downtown. Yes. Sean Chai says our first DVD player was a PlayStation. And we have been a loyal Nintendo family till that day. To this day. To this day. Tell him Buzz is sick. Shout out to Buzz, one of my favorite tattoo artists. Just a sick hand style. I love it. What an add-on. Ronaldo says PS2 was designed to be a decade console and continue selling for a decade, which it more than did. Yes. Was there? I'm sorry. PS5 is dog water. Suze, put it in. Yo, pause. If you know what, if you won before, you can play again. That's okay. But I understand if you want to give other people a shot. All right. Oh, George, I saw it. I saw that footage. Yo, I saw Boom Shakalaka from downtown. Oh. Oh, yo, but hold on. Did you see if you go to Netflix and you watch the GTA 6 preview? Oh, are you kidding me? Bullet time was so huge when it made it into the games. Can't do that now. Ugh, it's all just trash milk. All right, you guys. I see there's a lot of people in the chat, but there's only 7 entries. That means you guys aren't typing. And or also you saying that there's so many people that have won the crate that this is what we've come down to. Yeah. And I get confused because a PS4 can't play PS3 games, right? I don't even know how that works. And they do that on purpose. It's like Apple. Like, what do you mean I need to buy a new USB cord? You know what they're doing. All right, is this it? We're stuck at 7. I'm gonna give you guys a couple more seconds, and then I'm gonna spin the wheel. All right, and again, let me explain how this works. So everybody that typed into the chat, hashtag Charlie's Angels, if you're watching on my Facebook and you're like just like writing replies to no one, there's nobody there, you might have to click on the actual video scope, and then maybe that'll take you into something else. All right, because sometimes I don't see Facebook people because they're just like replying like and I'm not in Facebook. I'm broadcasting it to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So make sure you're in the chat. The PS5 can play PS4 games, but it can't play anything else, right? Sean Chai, you're too good to me. Or shout out to PC Master Race. I got a PC that's backwards compatible with pretty much everything. Nice. All right, guys, this is it. I'm going for it. All right. Well, this was fun. Let's get ready. Let me get some media assets out. I'm gonna get my assets out. I'm so excited. My heart's beating. You're excited too. All right, guys, ready? I'm going to do it. Let's go. Who's going to win? Bill O'Donnell. Woo! Bill O'Donnell, dollar bill, y'all. Nice, Bill. Bill is the winner of a Jamar crate. Give it up. Bill O'Donnell, good on you. I will set you up with with to the winner go the spoils. Speech. Thank you so much for playing. Bill's like, oh damn, good on you, bro. That was fun. So what will happen next is I will get Bill O'Donnell's government information. Don't put it here. You know how to get in touch with me, and I will fill up a box full of jewels for you and send them on their way. And guys, you know, one of my standing rules about the giveaways is that because you know it's going to be dope, is that I don't ever want to do a raffle when I haven't finished the last crate. So the last person to win a crate was Matt Waringo. Matt got his stuff. He's happy. He was like, "Yo, this is dope. You made my life so worth living. Awesome." That's why I don't do these all the time. So we're clear. Our bills are paid. Congrats, Bill. Good on you. Good job. Good job. All right, you guys. That was fun. I didn't even talk about what we're going to talk about. I didn't even get to that. I'll save it for next time. Oh, that's so funny. Sue scared the cats when he yelled out loud. Rah! But that was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much. Let's do some housekeeping on the way out, guys. You know this is a thinly veiled infomercial for my Patreon. You see the John? It's been running down the screen the whole time. Go to my Patreon, why don't you? There's a free thing. And just sign up, make my numbers high. And I try to pass things out for the members, just so you make sure that you're part of the conversation too. You're part of the community. If you feel so inclined to give of yourself, I will take it. But I've been doing this for a while, y'all, and the idea of being someone's patron is real. You guys allow me to be creative and to create and be able to just work on my stuff or sit in my chair over there and look at the wall and think about what the next thing is. And you just take it's nobody's rich over here, but it just takes a little bit of the pressure off. And I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you guys. And I will put the link up here one more time. I'm not hard selling. I'm not doing a hard sell, but you look at the almost 8 years of Coffee Break with JN as entertainment. Have I not? Are you not entertained? Have you not been entertained by what I've been doing for this? For nothing. I pay the StreamYard bill. I don't ask y'all for nothing. It's not about that. But the Patreon is just a deeper dive. For all my patronuses that are watching, you know the value. You don't have to pay for my love. People who have kind of like showed up at the Patreon and they're like, cool, man, I did it for a couple months. I'm going to move on. Hey, man, thanks so much. I'll still say hello to you in the hallway at school. We're still cool. Stop by, whatever. It's all good. This isn't a transaction in that way. I just love the community. Also, the Patreon allows me not to spin my wheels on social media. When we talk about wow emojis and hearts and all that kind of stuff, I'm not on Instagram just thinking of shit to draw just so somebody can go, wow, cool, and hope that somebody sees it. I have an audience, I have a community, and I cater all of my stuff to you. So thank you for that. That's right. Look at that. Thank you. Hold on. I don't have a thing for this, but George Gant, you joined. Thank you so much. I got to give you applause for that. Thank you for getting on the bus. I appreciate that. Also something, as we kind of like, I'm trying to get us out of here, is there's all different programming on the Patreon. For my patrons, you know this. I have a morning constitutional every Monday, maybe Tuesday. I give you that good word for the week. Hey, what's going on with you? This is what's going on with me. Let's go out there and let's crush it. I do that every week. Every other week, I do It ain't hard to tell with superstar comic book artist Mike Hawthorne. Mike and I are like brothers. We started out in this game together, and we answer your questions every other week. I have overhead in the studio. You see my task list back there? I put the camera up and I do stuff, and you get to see it. Ashy stream, guys, Sunday, Ashy stream. I do a live drawing thing just for y'all. And you know, if they didn't say ADHD is real, I'm doing a lot, right? So you'll enjoy it. I appreciate that. So, all right, one last thing before I get out of here, guys. On top of all this other stuff, you saw me dressed up real nice a couple weeks ago in Columbus with my famous friends, as I call them, my friends from work, the Scholastic Superstars, and Jerry Kraft. What up, Jerry Kraft? Um, all of that is real fantastic, but guess what? When I am out there, I'm working. I had to go out there and perform and do my thing in front of 1,200 people in an auditorium in a theater, and it all kind of leads up to my next book, which is coming out in January, guys. I hope you've pre-ordered Leon and the Big Big Problem. It's getting close. You know, Leon used to be the Mr. October. He's Mr. January now. It's coming. Pause. I am banking on pre-orders. Pre-orders are so important. I don't care where you get it from. I like bookshop.org to celebrate and help boost up independent bookstores. If you pre-ordered it already, thank you. If you didn't pre-order it now, hardcover, softcover, cop it. And there's some big things on the horizon, guys. I can't talk about it yet, but don't be like, oh, I ain't know. Yeah, you knew. Don't front, because you know what I might have. Yo, D Fish, it does look like a big problem. You know what? I might have to start making Leon's pillowcases for y'all that's sleeping. Don't sleep. All right, that's enough shilling. Appreciate that. All right, let me clear the screen. Guys, let's say goodnight, John Boy. Thank you so much for your eyeballs and your attention. I love group. I hope this was good for you. I hope that this was inspiring and funny, and we got to hang out and revisit our Gen X roots. You know what? That's my Scott Pilgrim hand. Shout out to my man Brian Lee O'Malley. That's precious little life, Scott Pilgrim, right there. Let's say goodnight, John Boy. Thank you all for all of your eyeballs. And guys, I don't disintegrate after this is over. I still exist. If you've always been a little weird about like talking to JN, hit me up. Yo, JN, what's up? You know, a lot of y'all, we talk all the time. I'm right here. But I can't do this without you. So thank you so much. Let's say goodnight. Hey, Jeff. Oh man, you got to go back and watch the replay. Good to see you, bro. All right, guys, let's do the thing. Guys, you've been watching Coffee Break with JN, with your boy JN. Whew, man, that was a mile a minute tonight. You got to hang out with me and my caffeines. You know who you are, caffeines, friends and regulars of Coffee Break with JN. And we chopped it up into a fine julienne. Can you julienne fine? We talked about t-shirts. We talked about Sam Rockwell. We talked about naked Drew Barrymore rolling down the ET house hill. We talked about a lot of stuff that means a lot to you. So good night, guys. Before I get out of here, you know I have many names. I wear many hats. I go by many aliases. Some may be some of my favorites. Where's Ronaldo? He's always give you the good. You heard it here. The time is now. The time is right. My time is now. John Cena, you know the administrator of this facility. Captain Scholastic. Got to go to work, y'all. And John, was it Philly Seymour Hoffman? All right. And also the captain of the starship, John. Okay. Susie's trying to call me out. She's trying to count me out. Jean-Luc Picard. There are 4 Johns. So you guys got to hang out with me and watch me drink a cup of coffee and run my mouth. Now that I'm out of coffee, somebody wake up Hicks. See you in 2 weeks.